Good morning. In a news conference dominated by Whitewater, President Clinton once again defended his involvement, his wife, and his staff as he detailed his past business dealings. Mr. Clinton promised full disclosure and announced that he'll make public his tax returns from his days as governor of Arkansas. Despite that, the president's Republican critics say they still want congressional hearings and plan to keep the pressure on today, Friday, March the 25th, 1994.
From NBC News, this is Today with Bryant Gumbel and Katie Couric.
And good morning. Welcome to Today on a getaway morning. The president tried to get away from his Whitewater problems last night, held a full news conference. I guess it lasted close to 40 minutes. We're going to get caught up from the news desk in just a little bit, and then we'll get the White House take on what was said and also the Republican view from Minority Whip Newt Gingrich. Katie?
And while last night the president focused on Whitewater, this morning we're going to focus on some overseas issue when we talk with NATO's commander. We're going to be talking with General George Jalwin this morning about a lot of different things, and we've been mispronouncing his name the last few days. It's Jalwin.
Oh, okay. Some of the names that are with us this morning include actor Robert Conrad, singer Sarah McLachlan, and we're going to talk about Harley Davidsons.
That's right, Born to be Wild.
Who?
Us.
Oh, let's.
You didn't know it.
Let's. I thought you meant Al. Let's go to the news desk where Sarah James is in from Analogue. Sarah, good morning.
Good morning, Brian and Katie. President Clinton today is releasing 3 years' worth of tax returns in an effort to stem the flow of the Whitewater controversy. The issue dominated last night's news conference. Jim Miklashevsky joins us now from the White House. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Sarah. In a checkers-style news conference, the president set out to clear the air over Whitewater.
Ladies and gentlemen,
in a rare public defense, President Clinton tried to turn around all those negative Whitewater stories and his drop in the polls.
So I don't think that we did anything wrong in that at all.
Today, he'll release income tax returns he's previously refused to make public and provide a public accounting of his Whitewater finances. For the first time, the president said he did not lose as much money on Whitewater as first claimed, but says he spent some of it on a cabin for his mother.
I am certain that we lost money. I do not believe we owe any back taxes. If it is determined that we do, of course we will pay.
Mr. Clinton flatly denied that he or his aides tried to influence federal investigators on the Whitewater case.
Absolutely not.
And launched into a spirited defense of his wife, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
I think in the end, when all these questions get asked and answered, her moral authority will be stronger than it has ever been.
The president pledged that he and Mrs. Clinton would cooperate with the special prosecutor and Congress if it conducts hearings, but wouldn't say if either one of them would be willing to testify.
Now, there are still a number of serious Whitewater allegations hanging out there for the special prosecutor in Congress to chew on. But Clinton aides are convinced that the president did himself some good last night. They're just as convinced this isn't going away anytime soon. Sarah?
Thanks, Jim. Republicans say the Whitewater controversy isn't over, and today House and Senate leaders are expected to talk about congressional Whitewater hearings. Joe Johns is with us now from the Capitol. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Sarah. Many Republicans admit that the president's performance was first-rate, but they say it's not enough to make Whitewater go away. Republican Congressman Jim Leach of Iowa just released pages and pages of documents to support damaging conclusions about the Clinton family involvement in Whitewater. Leach praised Mr. Clinton for deflecting criticism, but said the president failed to answer all the questions about the case.
I had hoped that this press conference you'd get a full accounting and full disclosure, and we haven't as yet.
Leach said congressional hearings would be helpful to the White House. GOP leaders in Congress did too, but Senate Minority Leader Bob Dole said the president's press conference came a little late.
It comes after the polls start to drop, and it comes after both the House and Senate voted for hearings.
House Minority Whip Newt Gingrich suggested that despite the president's admittedly strong performance, there is still room for doubt.
I think on any given day, I am always impressed with how believable he is, and then the following day I start reading the newspapers again.
Senator Dole says he will meet today with the Democratic Majority Leader. He wants to set up a concrete time and place for hearings. Sarah?
Thanks, Joe.